you? Oh, bagus, bagus. It's only say bagus, right?
Oh, that's the only Indonesian that they know. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Saya mengerti sekarang. Okay, baik, sangat baik.
Yeah, same like in Kuri. If you find in Kuri, the guest is already 2 or 3 times at Bali, just said hello, and then the end is makasih.
Makasih.
Okay, Andre, please.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So we will start our sync up today. I will be the chair, and Om Rafiq will be the secretary. Now I'm opening my card. This is HARA 6.0 Instagram as Artul. So actually, I have no update about this. Just source that I already submitted the content is already uploaded about flight update on Indonesia and already put it on the highlight. That's my update about this. And yeah, I need all help from you guys. If you find something updates about government regulation in Bali or in Indonesia that we can put, you can also put it down here, because the update is not always come every day, and sometimes we have to find the right source. So if you find some source that related to this initiative, you can put it down there. Okay. Yes, Jing.
Andre, this is. Oh, okay, all right. No, that's fine. You'll mention it on the next card. Okay. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my another card about HARA 1.0. This is guest experience post. This is also I'm trying to make activities from our current guests in our property that now staying for a long term. We have some. Oh, this is already updated yesterday. So maybe from this I need help from Nadine and Lilis as well, because you both are handling them. So if they already give some update about their activities, you can put it down here, and I also follow up. This is another source actually that we have a past guest from MasterChef Indonesia, 15, and I already texted her yesterday, and I asked her to send pictures in our villa. So it's kind of nostalgia like that in our villa. That's what content did, like reposting something like that. So this is I saw that there's a comment from you, sir. Could you please tell me what is that?
Yes, sir. Okay, I think you guys have discovered gold. Okay, so I'm really excited about what has happened with this idea of reposting guest posts. If you look at the Instagram engagement on the 3 new posts versus the previous posts, they are far higher and they are
Yep.
far more aligned to our previous guests. So I think you guys have figured out something. I've just had a discussion with Gunny, and I think what's happening is really, really good here, and you guys need to drill down into this for a few reasons. One, you're actually engaging with actual guests and not engaging with 18 to 25-year-olds living in Denpasar. So this is good. The audience has shifted over to a actionable audience. The engagement levels are high, which is good. And I think if you continue doing this, you will build community around shared experiences, and this will inspire future guests with ideas. You don't need to tell a guest what they can do in the villa. A previous guest can show what you can do in the previous villa, like this picture that you see at lot 6. So all you have to do is just to curate and create the photo board from previous guests to inspire future guests. I'm happy that is happening. The next process I want to illustrate is this. Recently, we've had a lot of success on LinkedIn because essentially we're using my LinkedIn profile now to reach out to all these people. What happens is that these people come back and they start asking, who's Jing Cho Yang, right? And the profile visits on my LinkedIn are going way the hell up, right? They're going up in the 600s a day. So why is that happening? Because we're doing outreach. I advise a similar strategy here. I think the more outreach you do on Instagram from the Bukit Vista profile, the more inbound traffic you will draw back into the Bukit Vista profile. So as you're doing this, previous guests will come back, they'll see the nostalgia, they'll see other guest pictures, and this will be a positive feedback cycle, everyone. The more pictures you post, the more guests you invite to come in, the more they will like this stuff and so, oh, yeah, this is pretty cool. And then that will drive itself. And that Instagram profile should be able to reach the millions of subscribers if you do it correctly, because it's a positive feedback cycle. In addition, I think this guest research through Instagram will allow you to understand guests better. We've been doing a lot of research right now with Shintya, Nadine, Andre on professional networking, and we understand from a professional point of view. But I think it's also time to ask our guests what they experienced and how they saw Bali, because they're the experts after all. They went out and they did all the things. So I think that part is a good program, and I'd like to encourage you to continue doing it, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the feedback, sir. So actually, the 3 last reposts that we did is my long time ago idea, and finally did by the content. I think it's good, and yeah, it shows that we hit a lot in high in likes and comments. That's a good comment, and thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Now moving to the Nadine's card. This is about HARF 1.0 listing bigger to support HAR efficiency. Could you please tell me your update here, Nadine?
Thank you, Andre. Basically for this one, I have no further update because currently we just working on more data. Like we are actually open for you guys, HAR, to give us feedback. What kind of information that you want to be filtered on this one? You can you may please put it down here on the card. And yes, probably just want to remind us that we can start to do filtering on property with the Excel platform that tomorrow yesterday video already attached. So yeah, that's actually the update for this card.
Yeah, and I believe also that you already did the breakout meeting between you, Rafiq, Rian, about property.
Oh yeah.
LJBB.
Yes. Now I got the data, and about Alchemist and LJBB, it's already clear.
Okay, then is that all, Nadine, about this?
Yeah, for this one, it's done.
Okay.
It's done.
Now moving to another card, Nadine. Now it's HARC 1.0, professional networking.
Okay, for this one, I actually got one another lead that got back to me, but it's kind of like I have fun difficulties to arrange the meeting with him because the time zone and then the holidays. He mentioned about that. Probably I would like to ask advice from Jing or Shintya after this. Are you free, Kak Shintya?
I think no. I think we will have a Instagram discussion. About the Instagram and also the CSC campaign regarding my initiative discussion. So maybe after that, how about at 1 p.m. Rita?
1 p.m. Okay, can do.
Yep.
Okay, then Mr. Secretary, you can put it on here about sub discussion about this. And actually, you can also put your update here, Nadine, on the comment. Thank you. Now moving to the HARG 1.0, Nadine. This is the Facebook inquiry optimization. What's update on here?
Okay, for this one, we have already discussed yesterday with Lilis, Dani, Shintya about this. So we are want to make this project align with CSC program branding, right? So we will post the same poster, but with in different platform, which is Facebook and Instagram. And then I also already have a discussion with Andre. So please, the result is okay. The result is CSC will follow will do the CSC program based on our prioritise property list that we want to sell that haven't occupied from these 2 past months. So yeah, because we want to sell this property and need to waiting for CST program. It's kind of like take a long, quite long time. So probably if we need to CSC to help us to apa adjusting our prioritized list. So that's the current update for
Okay,
this
thank you.
this card. And I
Um,
already get the Facebook access from Gani, seeing for the poster to be ready from content and update it and post it on Facebook. I'm working on Facebook and Cynthia will working on Instagram.
Okay, guys. Actually, this program are now working aligned with CSC as well, right? So I invite Cynthia, Nadine, Lilis, and Gani to have sub session right after this at 12:30. We can, Mr. Chair, you can put the information about that. This discussion between me, Cynthia, Nadine, and Gani. Actually, I already invite you, guys, Nadine, Cynthia, and everybody to the meeting on Google Calendar. You can check it. And Mr. Chair, you can only put a comment here about the meeting. Okay, Nadine, I saw there's a case management journey here. What is that?
No. It's just a new idea. I just put it down there in case I forgot. So it happened.
Okay, I hope in the next meeting
Yeah.
you can give information about that. Now we're moving to the
I mean, I won't be start to do that. I won't start to do to start that initiative before one of my initiatives are done.
Oh, okay, noted.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Nadine. Now opening Cynthia
Okay.
initiative. This is HARP 1.4.1, maintaining it working that has been connected.
Yep. For that card, actually, I haven't had any updated so far, but I will like introduce Aldo to this person. So after that, Aldo will continue it to arrange with the content team. So we'll make Aldo will start this to connect with Adam from his profiling in instead of from Jing, the conversation that continue between Adam and you and Jing. Sorry. And then for the Jennifer and Danita Leblon article, I haven't made it yet. That's update from that card.
Okay, do you have any sub discussion about this, Cynthia? Since you work with Aldo and Jing also.
No, but I have already reached Aldo. And then maybe today I will like introduce Aldo to Adam as well, and then they will continue their conversation to arrange the meeting.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Now moving to the your card. This is HRA 7.0 advertisement on Instagram.
Yep, as Nadine and also Andre has mentioned before, we will have another meeting with Andre, Nadine, Gandhi, Lilis to align and clear the objective from this initiative because it's actually have a different objective from the first time I put the initiative on. So since it's finally connected with CSC campaign, we will have heard more about CSC from the community perspective.
Okay,
That's it.
that's all the update, yeah, and we will have a sub discussion right after this.
Yep.
So, now move to the HRP 1.4.3 networking.
Yes, this is actually pretty cool because yesterday we had a Nigerian. I'm not sure he's probably a scammer, and it's kind of like a humor to have him yesterday. But well, I will maybe make a kind of like a guideline, a book for next networking people that everyone, so you can like avoid it. So yeah, maybe I will make a tips and trick to avoid yourself for the best practice of doing the professional networking. Yeah, that's the takeaway.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia. Now I'm opening Tandy's card. Since Tandy is not here, he's taking day off today. And the update from yesterday. This is initiative HRK point dot one, long-term dealing by video. The yesterday update is got initial number and had text him about the details of rent. After that, we'll schedule a video meeting. There's the latest update about initiative HARK.1 from Tandy. Now, initiative HARK.1.1. This is 360 video properties tour. The latest update is got request to make a photo for Kirakil and Buddhas today. We'll take a shoot. Okay, this is as I understand, this is request from Nadine, yeah. Then discard about 360 in kill.
Yes, yes.
Is it already done or?
Yes, it's already done.
Okay, so the update is Villa Kill. I think it's already done. Later on.
But the Villa Bodas is not yet.
Okay, then. Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, I think that's all our initiative. We already discussed about everything. Before we end the meeting, could you please, Mr. Secretary, read the meeting notes? Mr. Rafiq.
Okay, just let me share my screen.
Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, so today is 22nd of May. So from the what is the topic is from Andres upload like detail on Indonesia and put it on highlight on IG. And also need help others for the idea. And then the third one is need help about the experience from past guests from the other team. And then what is the highlight? So Jing is a comment regarding the experience of Instagram from Andrekat. This is find a good goal and a good experience engaging with the guests. Its level is high, build a community to the future. And Jing suggested to post it on LinkedIn, and then is the most understand his guest better. And then the next one is from Nadine. So I read comment from PD. So regarding the bigger, we can use the Tableau implementation about this. And then need advice from other team for filtering. So already an advice regarding the filtering is filter by area. And then the second card is regarding the meeting from with me and Rian. So already get data regarding the LJBB and Alchemist. And then next have difficult time for the professional networking. So and then we'll post the FB and IG waiting for TSC program, but we need to prioritize list. And then next to Shintya, no update from the maintaining networking. We'll discuss with Aldo and Jing about this, and also introduce Adam to Aldo. That is have difficulty, have a meeting, need a guideline for networking meeting. That is from Shintya. The last one is Tandy, no update from the long-term guest video. And then the second one done for video 360 for Pila Bodas. That is from note meeting.
Okay, I think it's not Villa Buddhas, yeah. I think it's Villa.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and okay, thank you, Mr. Chair, for the Mr. Secretary for the meeting notes. So, I would like to have a feedback from you, Jing.
Okay, I'll go last. Let's
Okay, no, Om Rafiq first.
Okay.
Feedback for Andre.
Om Rafiq.
Oh, the voice is breaking. So far it's good, but it's the feedback is only you quite too fast to say okay to the person who's present the card. So at least you understand what is the point of that card. So for example, like Nadine, so this one is IG, Facebook, and then so what is the takeaway and what is your action for the next? You need to asking about that. So it's not only okay, thank you Nadine for the. So same like we need this card will be like your action every day. So what is your update every day? So for example, Nadine or Shintya or me, for example. So I already do this. So maybe better you can ask, what is your next plan for this? What is your idea for this for the next plan? I think that is from my side. Thank you. So far good.
Okay, thank you from Cynthia.
Okay, I think it it's the same with Om Rafiq. Thank you, Andre, for sharing today. You have done a great job as well. But yeah, for me, you can be more detailed on the subject. I think.
Now move to you, Nadine. What's your feedback?
Okay. Overall, I like the way Andre lead the meeting because he is calm and not really too fast, I think. And about Rafi feedback, maybe sometimes Andre didn't ask about the further action because we already mentioned it when we explained about the card. So yeah, overall good, Andre.
Thank you. Now
Thank
to
you.
you, PD.
Hi, HR. I'm VD from Internal Tools, and yeah, so I am here again to.
You don't need to introduce yourself. I think
Yeah,
it's
pantas
it's
saya pakai
okay. It's
gelar
okay.
terus saya program
So
animation.
we
Right.
are transparent here, so everyone
All
can
right.
join the meeting. No
Okay,
worries.
I'm VD, and thank you for implementing the internal tools. I would like to ask actually, how many of you guys have actually read the IT tools paper that have been shared yesterday? Yes,
No.
was
Oh,
already.
I have it.
I haven't read.
Okay. Well, I think I suggest you guys to actually read the IT tools paper. Some have changed the card names into the standardized name. However, there are still some cards that are not standardized. That's one. And the second one, I think, regarding the activity section, I kind of beg to differ a little bit regarding the what to say during the Scrum meeting, because actually, if we observe, the details should already be in the card details. So during a Scrum meeting, if we have like 15 HRs or 20 HRs, if we have to talk about details, maybe the important points, but not the details, because the details should already be inferred in the card. But the important points, like what should be done, that's also very important. But you don't have to explain, you don't have to elaborate it longer. That's one. It should be in the activity. And also regarding the, I think like Nadine, don't forget to put the result of your meeting in the activity such that people don't actually have to ask what's the meeting result. But I think like Andre, Nadine, and also Cynthia and also Om Rafiq, they have already started using the Google Calendar invitation method. But maybe let's try to make it more efficient such that there are no overhead communication in the invitation. That's for the Google Calendar, but I think for Slack, most of the time it's already okay. I'll try to get more progressive. So like after we have accomplished one goal in the usage of these tools, we will kind of get more advanced, such as what we do in, I think in HR, they're already getting more advanced in the usage of these tools. There are additional, why we migrate to these tools is actually because there are a lot of features that we can actually use. But first, we have to get accustomed to these tools first. But overall, I think, yeah, thank you for implementing all these tools. And I'll see you guys in the next HR meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, PD. Now to you, Jing.
Okay. I think this is great. I've realized that the feedback that you're getting, Andre, is more thorough and more complete than my feedback. So that means I think the team is now developing the critical skills to be able to evaluate performance, and that's awesome. A lot of what has been said here is beyond what I thought of. So you're getting really good advice and mentorship here. Um, let's see. Your cadence is really good. I think your cadence and your tone is very calm, and that's actually quite therapeutic. In fact, to listen to it inspires leadership and inspires, I think, people to follow. I think you're also thorough, and you cover the parts. But I agree with what Vidya and Rafik said. So on Rafik's part, getting the details out, and Vidi's part about writing the things before, I think are going to be important. I think as a chair, you have to pretend to be the dumbest person in the group. That's probably the best way to see it. A lot of times, I think we try to be okay. I understand, but you don't, right? And that actually can create confusion across the entire group. So I watched this movie. It was really interesting. It was called Margin Call, and in it, when the big boss came, he said, "Please speak to me like as if I'm a child or a puppy." Right? So, and the meaning for that was if that kind of makes it okay for everybody to simplify the communication to the point where they really think about what they want to say and how to be understood in the best way. So, as chair, I think that's the next level skill to really play the part of I'm the dumbest person here, and if I don't understand it, it means that you haven't communicated it in a clear way. But I'm seeking to understand. I want to understand, and that puts pressure, I think, on. It doesn't put pressure, but it puts the focus on each person to be very clear thinking and very clear communicating, and that ultimately leads to really great meetings and really great sync ups and really good teams. Is when the communication is super clear, everybody understands exactly what's going on, and sometimes as a chair, you have to sacrifice your own ego to just be I'm the dumbest person here. You got to make it. You got to make it so clear that even I can understand it. So I think that can be a maybe the next level for mindset. But otherwise, really good. I think you covered all the basics and all the intermediary. It's about how to get to the next level that I know of, and then even go beyond that afterwards from learning from your team. But really good. One more thing, which is something that I'd like to discuss. In the future, we'd like to actually start reducing the amount of sync ups just for this type, like operational sync ups, and increase a little bit more for discussions. And the thing I want to share with everybody is this idea of what is the mission of leadership. So this concept I'll go over. Let's see. I think I've gone over this already with Vidi, but let me share this over with you guys too as well. Leadership mission. So where did it go? Mission of leadership. Here it is. Okay. So what I want to illustrate is why do we have meetings and what kind of meetings do we have? Meetings are tools. They're not. They're a little bit of tools and they're ritual too. And I'll explain what I mean. So the process of, let's say, leading is I think once again we've described this, but I've added a new layer. The process of leading is discovery, problem solving, and execution, right? Those are the things we talked about before. Discovery, problem solving, execution. I'm going to add a new layer in there, and that layer is prioritization. And prioritization is really important. If you discover things, but you're not able to prioritize things, then maybe you're working on the wrong problem, or maybe you're working on the wrong opportunity. And it goes back to the theme. What we're looking for is the greatest feasible opportunity. What is it that is the biggest opportunity that we can go for and achieve? So why do we have meetings? Why do we have discussions? Because sometimes these meetings are necessary to discover. Let's say, for example, you want to find the big problem. What I find is the most efficient way to talk about problems is to get everybody together in a video call and let's talk about what the problems are. Oh, speaking of which, one of the problems are Robin has rented out his Villa Asmara. I've asked Rafik to help us relocate the guests. The first guest doesn't come until July, but we need to pause the listing and move all the subsequent guests. I think it's okay because Villa Bening is still open and we have some wiggle room in Bingen, but that's just a heads up, okay? So finding the big problems, I think, requires a discussion to get everyone together. But you can actually use a few channels to find big problems. You can use professional networking even. You can go out and you can talk to people who are experts and you ask them, what are the big problems that you face when you're leading a customer experience team? And you can discover it through that way. You can discover it through mentorship. You're like, hey, I'm not understanding how this works. I'm not understanding how to schedule meetings, right? Nadine was asking for that. And I put in, maybe you can use a calendar system that pre-approves your dates. So that's what we have with Calendly right now. That can be an effective way. So you can seek for mentorship. You can also have a discussion management. This is what we're doing right here. Just a general discussion, get everybody in it. Let's talk about problems into this. The same with opportunities. Opportunities, I think you can do with professional networking, mentorship, and also discussion management. You can get together all the opportunities in your mind and talk about, hey, look, we can do this. Hey, look, we can do that. Hey, look, we can do all these different things. That's why we have those type of meetings. For, let's say, prioritization. For prioritization, if it's on a pivot and you want to do it fast, then you can do it by yourself, right? Just use maybe the Eisenhower matrix and just do it on your own. But if you want to, let's say, prioritize an initiative or something to do with the chapter or a project, then probably the best way to do it is a video call and have a discussion, and maybe use the Eisenhower matrix during that discussion to make it easier and more coordinated during that time. Problem solving. Problem solving is creativity. You can do it yourself, right? You just like, okay, I'll just do it, right? I'll think of a way to solve this problem. But when you want to optimize your solution, when you want to say, hey, is my solution the best solution? Can my solution be improved? That's where discussion management, mentorship, and professional networking can come in. When you work on something and you're like, all right, I solved this case, but did I solve this case in the best way? Discuss about it, right? Bring it up at discussion management, ask a mentor, or bring it up when we do professional networking to see if your problem solving could be optimized, could be the best way that it could be. Personal growth, we offer all kinds of ways to do personal growth. That's mainly a solo endeavor. You have to be in charge of your own personal growth, right? We hire people who are growth mindset. So personal growth is up to you. We do Skillshare, we do the DM day, we do professional networking, we do mentoring, we do one-on-ones. These are all ways that you can grow yourself, but you're pretty much in charge of that on your own. You decide what you want to participate in. And on execution is what we do every day here, right? We talk about what we've done, what we will do. And on that one, Trello, the roadmap, the video call that we do, the daily scrum, is the best way to do that, okay? So what I'm illustrating right now with everybody in this chapter is don't be reliant on one particular meeting to do one particular activity or one particular part of the leadership stack. Use different types of methods, different types of meetings, different types of meeting tools to get things done. Some tools, some meeting channels are better suited for different goals. Some channels are not, okay? So that's what I want to bring up. And we generally have a discussion once a week in HAR, but don't be afraid to actually call for a discussion. Like, hey, look, everyone, I feel like I need a pivot. I'm not making any progress, but I think that my idea to pivot is, I need ideas for that from everybody. I would like to call a discussion. Or I want to bring up something that I've been doing, but it doesn't seem to be very optimal. Can we have a discussion around it, right? And yeah, that's fine as well. We can get everybody together. And I think once we train the team how to give good feedback, how to tell people what they need to hear, how to just think creatively, I think we'll get a lot of help from everyone here. If you need more ideas, call in other people to your meetings, right? Maybe you need a tool idea, so call in Vidi. Maybe you need a data idea, so call in Lilith or Vidi or Bayu or me or whatever, right? Maybe you need like a leadership idea. You can call upon, I don't know, whoever you think is a good leader. So that I think is a approach of how to schedule meetings and to use meetings to further your development as a leader. Okay? All right, that's it. That's what I wanted to discuss so that we're on board. Back to the chair.
Okay, thank you everyone for the feedback and also Jing for this little discussion here. So we'll move to chapter meeting management now. I will choose the next chairperson is Nadine and the next secretary will be Tandy. It will be held in the next, I think, the next meeting will be in a Monday, guys, yeah. And it's a weekly meeting. Okay. Now I'll let you guys continue your work and continue your job. And
Happy Idul Fitri! Happy Idul Fitri for everyone taking time off.
Thank you.
I think it's tomorrow, right?
The day after tomorrow.
The day after
Oh, it's
tomorrow.
Sunday, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy Idul Fitri and Sunday.
Happy Idul Fitri, everyone. Happy Idul Fitri.
Angpao,
Thank
angpao.
you, thank
It's
Ang
you.
Bao.
all time.
It's a different festival.
Yeah, different festival. I think I get an umbao, right? For Idul Fitri, no? No, do I get anything? Like, okay, all right, whatever.
Give ketupat, seketupat.
Okay, have a good one, everyone. And
Okay, bye-bye.
bye.
Yeah, guys.